Hi everyone and welcome to the video. We've got a V8 supercar, well we've got two V8 supercar races. We've got one in the dry and one in the wet. So we begin with turn one. Now everybody knows turn one at Bathurst is, well, it's an experience, but it's just whether you or somebody else is the one experiencing the gravel or the wall. In this case there was two guys facing the four guys on the grass, and I had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, tanked Simon Explorer 92 in the back. But we saw a little gap there in the middle. Simon backs out, but Arrow was not having any of it. Dive bomb up the inside from me, running tiny bit deep, and then fire her through. With the first sector pretty much done and dusted, now we've got the more technical side to Bathurst. Now this is where you can make or break your lap. Very difficult, very technical, and a very stiff and unforgiving setup will not be ideal in this scenario. But we are in the wet, so we need it to be even softer, more forgiving, and easier when going over these crests and these bumps as he hits the wall. But we continue. 11th place is sideways going over that little crest there. And you've just got to be tentative going around this top end of the sector in the wet. I saw a bit of an opening there up the inside, but early doors, no need for them silly maneuvers, just let him have the position. Bit of contact there from me, nothing to get upset about, but he's very slidey. It seems to me that that car is either very stiff at the rear end. Whoa, big carnage, big crash there from Mr. Phonic, or yeah, Mr. Phonic in the Falcon. I just could not get the car turned. He was on the inside and yeah, just had to headbutt the wall essentially. But we are in 9th place coming down the back straight, and I feel cars in this class, they need to be topping out about 177, 180, which in my opinion for the tunes that I've ran has pretty much been the norm. Mr. Phonic's on the grass, another guy is on the grass, two more guys are on the grass. 4 nightmares coming into the final sector at Bathurst, and we are now in 4th place. A podium is only 4.5 seconds away. In wet weather racing, consistency is key. Be smooth and you will be fast. We skip half a lap now in the mountain side of the track, and we have gained a huge portion of time on the leading 3. And let me just tell you, I love this part of the track. It's so flowing, and I just feel there's not many car combinations and tracks on this game where you can just hit the apexes perfectly and it feels good. You know, I might just be talking absolute garbage, but if you understand what I'm saying, please do let me know in the comments down below. We just got an absolute worldy drive. That power was put down outrageously from this Holden. We just fired past 4th place, and now we're coming into the final section of the track. This again is very dangerous. You can brake a bit later than what the marker says. Don't brake too late because it will punish you. Just a bit too late on the brakes there for my liking. Ran it a bit deep, but I was kind of aware of 4th place, thinking that he might want to make a move. 12.919 seconds up from lap 1. I obviously did run wide on the first corner, so that lap is irrelevant. We gain a tiny bit of time and we come across with a 219.8. Right boys, let's talk about these updates. Can we just all agree that we are on the right path? I think we are, to be fair. I think the game is going in the right direction. Somebody's going in the wrong direction. G Goer or 2nd place, he's just managed to avoid that tyre wall there on the outside. Very sticky if you do hit it. Anyway, we skipped to lap 4 of 9, so pretty much halfway through, and we've caught 1st place off. And I'm thinking, where can I overtake? I know my car is quicker than a lot of people's because I don't run any aero on the rear, so I can hop in the slipstream and power past quite a few people, but I was really on it. 6/10 down on my lap time, ignore that. But we're on him. Catching him up, we are half a second now, so we're very close. Absolutely smashed this corner here, and now I'm on him. Couldn't get the car turned enough, unfortunately hit the back of him, and now we have a race. Lap 4 of 9, halfway through. Let's see what we can do. I'm just going to try and keep it rubber side down through this, because I know as soon as I get on that back straight, if I'm close enough, I'm going to pull the pin and, well, hopefully just steam past him. Takes a tight line there into the tight left-hander. Get the power down really well, actually, in that Holden. And now we just sit in the slipstream. We're up into 5th. We'll slight downhill here so you can fire through the gears up into 6th. And as you can see, I'm just pulling him in. Pull up the inside here. Make sure I'm not doing anything stupid, and pretty much that was the race, boys. So let's hop into race number 2. So now we're on a dry Bathurst, and it's time to test this car's capability. So I'm trying to get into that little lay-by there. Moonlight just appears out of nowhere, and I'm facing the wrong way yet again. I went for the hard tyre options. I just felt that hard would be the better option with, with it being a medium race. I think doing anything other than hards, there's just no point. Yeah, you lose maybe half a second to a second per lap, but how long's a pit stop? 25, 30 seconds? It just makes sense. Just run hard, boys. You'll do better, trust me. Anyway, into this fast right-hander. Bang it up into 3rd, using all of that apex there on the outside. Don't use too much though, because you will clip the wall, and the walls in this sector are very dangerous. There is smoke. We managed to get through the JDM Corolla, who I can only assume was not a happy bunny. Full Falcon in the wall, another guy in the wall there. He saved it. Oh, he's touched me, managed to save it, no problem at all for the Holden. And we've managed to make our way to 11th place after the catastrophic start that we had. This corner very close to the wall there from my end. Another guy on the grass, he's ghosted, managed to sneak up the inside. Another guy there. Absolutely. Bathurst is brilliant, there's carnage. Lap 1 is brilliant. There's so much carnage on lap 1. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Anyway, let's compose ourselves and carry on with the race. Another guy spinning out. But that is a typical first lap on Bathurst that I've experienced. So we skip now pretty much half a lap, halfway through lap 2 of 9, 8.3 seconds to the leader, and I'm on 6th place. Bit of a tail wag there from me. Managed to save it quite well. Smashed that corner, got a bit of a drift though that did slow me down, but we're on him. We're on all 3 of these now. We are close. I know my car is quick. Like I mentioned, it's gonna hopefully pull me down the straight, tuck in the slipstream, and grab myself a couple of positions. That is the plan. But Bats was really wide there on the entry, saw a gap and just dived up the inside. These all big slide there from Unpriced Owl. And now we wait. We just full throttle, sit just behind the orange car just in front, and see if we can find a bit of an opening into this tight left-hander. I braked a bit early thinking that he was going to go for a lunge. He didn't, which kind of spanned my plans, but we managed to get the power down really well coming out of that corner. Not too much sliding, and these hards are not feeling too bad. Big dive there from Unpriced Owl. Unfortunately, didn't make it stick. I think there may have been a bit of contact, but it didn't affect anybody's races. And that is now lap 2 complete. Lap 3 again, speed in first is pulling the gap, which is not ideal at all. We get a really good drive compared to 5th place there. Bit of oversteer slowed him down. I'm thinking, bro, how is he so much quicker than me? He must have little to no aero on the front as well. Rapid down the straight. We pull up the inside anyway. I know I'm going to outbrake him. Just park the bus in the middle, and the car will do the rest. It's a very big car, and that is a horrible corner to defend on. Going up into this tight left-hander, don't brake too late. Trust me, it's just not worth it. The off-cambered corner there, it just destroys your line and gives you more issues than it does rewards. Anyway, we smashed that fast right corner there and onto the left. Bit of a slide there, messed it up completely, but we did manage to save it, and I'm feeling fresh. These tyres are feeling good. 4th place, runs a bit deep, saves it fairly well, And now we are close enough to hopefully get in his slipstream. He's really snaky going into this downhill section here. Managed to save it really well. I turned a bit too early, had to touch the brakes on that left-hand corner, which did slow me down and cost me a bit of time. Anyway, very close to him. Unfortunately, I did hit the back of him. I didn't think I was going too quick, but maybe I was, who knows. Onto this back straight now, and he's gained just shy of a second on me, and speed is pretty much not far off 9.5 seconds. I don't know what he's doing now, he's just going crazy with the numbers, but I'm feeling confident. I feel like I can win this. I think speed may be on mediums, so his tyres are going to be shot towards the end, but we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Anyway, managed to get the power down, ran just a tiny bit onto the grass, caused me a bit of excessive wheel spin, and slowed me down. This corner, again, don't brake too late, it's just going to shaft you. Brake where it tells you to brake and turn in. Lads, quick question, which V8 supercar are you using? Are you using the Holden, which is the one I'm in now? Are you using the Falcon, or are you using the Nissan? I've done only a handful of races, but every time there's been somebody else at the front with the different cars. So it's not one fits all, and that's what I like about these kind of series, where it's not just one car and then the rest follows. It seems to be quite a balanced series, so yeah, I think I'm going to be running it quite a bit. I'm going to do some tunes on these as well, so a lot of you can use some good tunes. Possibly a rain setup and a dry setup, but I'm definitely going to hit you up with some dry setups, because like I say, if you start using this car, it's a very aggressive car, especially at the rear end. It'll improve your throttle control, your throttle response to how the car behaves, and I genuinely do think it will make you a better racer. But again, this just goes to show it's so easy to make little mistakes. It happens to us all. Again, lost a bit of time there, and speed is at 9 seconds now. I need to pull the pin, grow up, and just throw some decent lap times in. 4th place is doing some good lap times as well. He's sticking with me, and he's really pulling the pin too. He's hit the wall there. Really good for me. It means I can get the power down, tuck in just behind him, and hopefully grab that slipstream and sail past him. So we're up into 5th gear now. We bang it up into 6th. We pull up into the inside. 170 mile an hour just under the bridge into this fast right-hander. Trying to give him a bit of room, not trying to take up too much of the track, so he's got somewhere to go. Made it stick beautifully. He could have made a do or die overtake on me, probably would have made it stick with his more tyre grip from the mediums, but he didn't, and that's what's allowed me a few laps later to get close to Speed and Ricky Tan in 1st place. And coming into the sector just before the back straight, I can see both of them. I'm close to Ricky Tan and I'm very close to Speed, close enough for the slipstream, which will help me hopefully gain a bit of time coming down this straight. So we are at 2:08.7, that's my fastest lap time at present with hards. I am up on my time with the slipstream I'm going to get here, hopefully. As you can see, I'm just pulling him back easily. I go around the outside, but it wasn't worth it. I was going to do a lunge, but he was in a really good defensive position. Absolutely no point. Would have made more issues than it fixed. So I'm hoping to try and keep this outside line. Pushes me right to the grass. Nothing too bad. Did mess me up slightly, but nothing really happened. And we continue on to lap 8. And so coming down the start straight, we have a quick look back just to see if anybody's there, even though I could have just looked at the top left and seen that 4th place was 16 seconds behind. Tucked in the slipstream of Speed in that Ford Falcon, and again, as soon as we get into our 5th gear and 6th gear, we're just pulling him in. Went for a lunge up the inside there. It's a bit of a fake to see if I could get him to outbrake himself. He was second to it. He knew what I was going to do, braked where he needed to brake, and the rest was history. Turned in there, thought I was a bit further ahead of him than I was. Turns out I wasn't. Again, bit of contact, nothing to cry about. Racing accident. I probably should have given him a bit more space, but I didn't. Clip that apex perfectly, the back end is stepping out beautifully, and now the next in line is Ricky Tan, 2.6 seconds behind, pushing too hard. It just made me go straight into the wall there. Lost a bit of time. Speed is literally still right there, 0.1 seconds. I've given him room around the outside, and now this is where it all goes a big Pete Tong for him. 3 massive bumps there coming into this tight, well, section of track. Managed to fix myself up and carry on as I was, and gained about half a second on him in the process. So, and yeah, pretty much that's the race. Nothing else really happened for the next lap and a bit, but Ricky Tan managed to grab the W. I came second place after a big long fight from the back of the pack. And yeah, if you are still here, please like, comment and subscribe if you are brand new, and as always, take care of yourselves. Stay tuned for more.